Ever wondered how Bitcoin mining works? Imagine a world where your computer could make you money while you sleep. It sounds like a dream, doesn't it? Well, that's the magic of Bitcoin mining. Well, it's not as complex as you might think. Bitcoin mining is essentially the process of creating new Bitcoins and validating Bitcoin transactions. It's like a colossal, decentralized computational contest where miners compete to solve complex mathematical problems. But why? Well, solving these problems is crucial for the verification of Bitcoin transactions and adding them to the blockchain, the public ledger of all transactions. And it's not just about verifying transactions. The process also creates new Bitcoins, rewarding miners with a handful of them for their computational efforts. This is the only way new Bitcoins are introduced into circulation. This dual role makes Bitcoin mining the backbone of the Bitcoin network. Without miners, transactions would be unverified and new Bitcoins wouldn't enter the market. The mining process also keeps the Bitcoin network secure. By solving these problems, miners prevent fraudulent transactions from slipping through. In essence, Bitcoin miners are the auditors of the Bitcoin network. So, how does one mine a Bitcoin? Well, it's not as daunting as it might sound. Let's break it down. First off, we have miners. Miners are essentially high-powered computers specifically designed to solve complex mathematical problems. These aren't your everyday arithmetic problems. They're cryptographic puzzles that require a significant amount of computational power to solve. The process starts when a Bitcoin transaction is made. This transaction data is bundled into a block, but this block needs to be added to the blockchain, a public ledger that records all Bitcoin transactions. This is where the miners come in. They compete against each other to solve the mathematical puzzle that will allow them to add the block to the blockchain. The first miner to solve the puzzle gets to add the block and broadcast their solution to other miners. But why would miners want to do this? Well, they're not just doing it for fun. They're rewarded. For every block added to the blockchain, the successful miner receives a bounty of new Bitcoins. This is known as the block reward. The reward system is designed in such a way that the number of Bitcoins awarded halves approximately every 4 years in an event known as halving. This is to ensure that the total number of Bitcoins in circulation will never exceed 21 million. It's also worth noting that miners also receive transaction fees from the transactions included in their blocks. This acts as an additional incentive to continue mining even when the block reward decreases. So, to recap, Bitcoin mining involves miners solving complex mathematical problems to add blocks of transactions to the blockchain. The first miner to solve the problem gets the reward of new Bitcoins and transaction fees. But remember, it's not a simple task. It requires a significant investment in high-powered computing equipment and a constant supply of electricity. It's a competitive field where the rewards are great, but so are the risks. And that, in a nutshell, is how a Bitcoin is mined. So, to recap, Bitcoin mining is a crucial part of the Bitcoin network. It's the process that keeps the blockchain secure and functioning smoothly. It involves solving complex math puzzles, verifying transactions, and adding them to the blockchain. If you've ever wondered how new Bitcoins are created, well, it's through this mining process. Miners use high-powered computers to solve these puzzles. The first miner to solve the puzzle gets the reward, a certain amount of Bitcoin and the transaction fees of the verified transactions. It's a competitive world where the fastest and most efficient computers often scoop the rewards. Remember, Bitcoin mining isn't just about making money. It's about supporting the network, ensuring its security, and contributing to a technology that's changing the world. While it might seem complicated, with a bit of practice and patience, you too can become a Bitcoin miner.